the name of the center is Center for Antimicrobial Research, which indicates that we are actually embarking on research that aims at developing new antibiotics with entirely new mechanisms of action. What we're going to do is to pursue possibilities for development of novel antimicrobial compounds that have entirely new targets in bacteria. It's not like a drug that actually aims at killing bacteria. It's like disarming bacteria that actually turn harmful bacteria into harmless variants that can be totally eradicated by our immune defense. The center is not doing basic research. It's applied research. And I have to say that there's like 15 years foundation of basic research as a scaffold that we work on and develop. But the center aims directly on applied research and research results, and that means intellectual property rights before publication of scientific results. We have a 5-year period granted by the Research Council where we hopefully come up with sort of an experimental drug, and we will secure the intellectual property rights for the various mechanisms, including coatings and release systems, and of course the antimicrobial properties. Clinical trials will have to be undertaken after this 5-year period of time by a significant industrial partner. That of course could be Leo Pharma, which is part of this research consortium. But we have to imagine here that there are many applications where this actually can be used. Our systems also are intended to offer administrations and alternative to systemic administration. So it's not a single intellectual property right we are developing. It's actually more technological intellectual property rights that could be potentially interesting for a number of pharmaceutical companies. What we see now is that bacteria actually develop resistance to conventional or classic antibiotics, as we call them, antibiotics that were actually invented like 50 years ago. And if we lose the capability of fighting bacteria with antibiotics, we will have a situation that is kind of reminiscent of what we saw like more than 100 years ago.